Clair Obscur Expedition 33 has a free DLC coming soon, and I'm going to be breaking down everything that I think is going to be coming with that new DLC, and when I think the release date will be. So, if you've seen today, they have posted on their social media they have sold 5 million copies. This is awesome. I'm excited to see them crush some more milestones as this game continues to get amazing reviews. It's my personal game of the year, but they also posted this very interesting image here. So this is where they said that they'll be releasing new playable environments, new late game boss battles, new costumes, and more. So we're obviously going to be getting a very challenging boss fight. And this image actually has some interesting stuff going on here. So if we enhance this and get a little bit brighten it up a little bit, because this section over here was a little bit harder to see. We notice an SGA plushie right in the middle here, and then what looks to be perhaps Verso. Now, you got to note there is the white hair there, so this is potentially the painted version of Verso and SGA there against what looks to be a boss that's all scribbled out. I'm assuming that this may be Verso's like childhood room, maybe in the manor, and this is something that he drew up himself of some devastatingly difficult boss fights that we'll be doing in the DLC. I expect something similar to Simon. I know that there was some cut content regarding Clair as well, so we'll potentially see stuff regarding that, but this was the most interesting part. You see this beast here with the spikes. This monster looks kind of similar to SK with the, SK's got his little spikes and stuff there, so I'm assuming that's going to be one of the bosses that we do face off against. And this definitely has my seal of approval. There's actually a lot of areas in the game that they could expand upon, like we're at the casino here. There could definitely be some more content in a variety of different locations. And also as for armors, you see here, this is a modded outfit, but it's the Mask Keeper's outfit. I was actually sad that we didn't end up getting this outfit, and there's a mod that actually lets you wear it, which looks amazing. I'm also using a mod that's removing our fog so that you don't, you're able to see the characters a little bit better, but I'm hopeful for some armor like this, just using assets that are already in the game. I think that would be really nice to see. If you go to the Expedition 33 website and go to their thank you from Sandfall Interactive, as the developers here, they have this post here talking about the upcoming update. And also their original soundtrack now has over 333 million track streams since its release. I actually have a playlist on my Spotify of my favorite songs from it because it has an incredible soundtrack. My favorite being the Gestural Summer Party. I think that's an awesome song. But yeah, the upcoming update here to celebrate this milestone, we're working on a game update for all platforms that'll include several additions and updates as a thank you. This is why I think this is a free DLC. There's some people saying this will be paid because it sounds like it's going to be somewhat large, but as a thank you, this is pretty clear language that this is going to be coming as somewhat of a free type of content. The upcoming update to celebrate this milestone, we're working on an update for all platforms that'll receive that thank you. A new playable environment taking on the characters of Expedition 33 to a brand new location with new enemy encounters and surprises to discover. I'll be talking about where I think this will be in the, I'll show it off on the map as well. Challenging new boss battles for late game players to overcome. Now, one thing that I'm kind of curious about is it going to be balanced to like someone that's maxed out at level 99 with like 500 Luminas on every character? Or is this going to be balanced so that if you're playing through and you're like, let's say you're like level 50 or 60, that you're able to compete with some of the crazy builds that you can do with all the Lumina points? I'm curious to see what they will do to keep it somewhat balanced. I know that Elden Ring and their Shadow of the Erdtree kind of had their own separate DLC-based stuff. I don't know the extent of what they're going to do to keep this balanced, but I'm sure they're going to do something, because even boss battles like Simon, even if you're fully maxed out, it's still a very challenging fight. I am really excited for the new costumes for every member of the expedition, giving you more customization options. This is great. As mentioned, I like to use some of the mods because I think those outfits just look great too. But they also have new text and UI game localizations into Czech, Ukrainian, Latin American, Spanish, Turkish, Vietnamese, Thai, Indonesian, bringing up to support language to 19, and more to come. I'm curious to see what's going to come next with this, but there's the image once again. We're literally looking forward to bringing you some of what we're working on for those who come after. And one location that I'm surprised there wasn't more content for is the Sky Island. So this is just right over here, accessible once you get to Act 3. And yes, there is a boss fight here, but I always felt like there is a little bit more that could have been explored here. When inside it has the expedition flag there, there's the boss that you can go over and fight. But just the view from here is beautiful. I always felt like there could have been a little bit more content here, so maybe we'll see some more islands or accessible areas to fight different bosses here. And we also got the White Sands here, which is an area that literally has nothing but music to go to. And this place is beautiful as well. It feels like there could be a lot more content here, given the, you know, see what's going on. I actually think this could be a location of where we'll see some DLC-based content, because, yeah, there's not a whole lot. And the old manor of Lumiere. That just makes a lot of sense for some DLC-based content to be here. even see them talking about it. So I'm assuming that will have something to do with this right here. This is just my personal guess. Maybe go to Verso's room and go explore some of the paintings and different things that he may have created. Whatever this is probably going to be inside there. And when you're in this location, you're going to hear a poem being narrated. And the English translation, I do speak a little bit of French here. It's a lot of just sad talking and talk about Lumiere will go out. So at the end of the song, however, he talks about a light kind of at the end of the tunnel type vibe. So yeah, I think maybe this could be related somehow. But yeah, overall, this is a very interesting area that whenever I came here, I was like, there's got to be something else going on in this location. So yeah, very likely this will be a location in the DLC. Also, another fun fact about this area is the person speaking is actually the composer, Laurent Testard. So that's really cool that, yeah, this is very likely to have something going on here. Another thing, there's a lot of cut content for Clair, Esque, and Francois, so we'll have to see if those characters, I definitely think that Clair will be involved in some way, but we'll have to see. I think Esque is going to have a pretty big role in it as well, and given how beloved he is, I can see them doing more content regarding him. Honestly, this whole section of the map was not very well, or there's not a whole lot of content for it, so I could definitely see them being some more stuff in around this area here. Now, the Endless Tower has some potential as well, as there's many areas here that I just feel like there could have been a little bit more stuff going on. There's obviously 33 different boss fights that we can do here, and I think we're going to get a few boss fights, potentially more here. I think that'd be really cool, because there are areas, you know, we could continue on down this way here somewhere. I don't know, we'll have to wait and see, but I think for boss fights, we will potentially get another Painted Love. I would really like to see Clair fighting alongside Simon. I think that would be incredible. And I do think as far as boss fights go, we will have something that's harder than Simon. They really have to top him at this point, because he is an extremely hard fight, but people are figuring out strategies. You can kind of not one-shot him, but make his fight a lot easier. So I think there's even potential growth for something a bit more challenging. Maybe like a Clair mechanic where you have to parry everything perfectly, or he will respawn his own health, or maybe Clair can spawn in more creatures while you're fighting him. I don't know, but I'm excited for what's potential, the potential of something even more challenging than Simon. And I guess two other locations that could have some more content is Flying Manor as well as Clair's Tower. So those two could potentially have more content, or maybe it was intended to be the way it is. There is lots of areas that they could potentially add stuff to, because you can see the map is massive. There's lots of flying stuff. And who's to stop them from adding even something more flying in the sky, like more islands? Who knows? We'll have to wait and see. And the lead writer for Expedition 33 here, Jennifer, has also posted that it's going to be a new fire level. I'm not sure if this is kind of a reference to anything, but we'll, I guess, again, have to wait and see, but it's exciting to see the hype around this. Yeah, there's a lot of potential here. I am very excited for this. Now, they didn't state when the release date will be for this, but my theory is that they'll do a secret drop at the Game Awards, because I have a good feeling this will win Game of the Year. It's just my guess. I think this is the best release so far this year. I've played all the games, and this is by far the best, most memorable, and this is a game that I'm not going to forget anytime soon. It was an incredible experience, and I'm excited for more Expedition 33 content. Now, they also talked a bit about their next game as well, so they said they want to keep their team small, so they keep the idea kind of the same as something like Expedition 33. Obviously, they won't be able to continue the story, as Jennifer, also the lead writer, said that there is no canon ending, so they can't really continue with a sequel based on that. So you can expect another game with similar kind of combat, obviously, but I'm excited to see what they'll do. I guess we'll have to wait and see for their next announcements, but I'm excited for the DLC. Let me know in the comments what you think will be coming next in Expedition 33. Have a great day. We'll catch y'all in the next one. Subscribe if you enjoy this video. Have a great day.